What is good, YouTube? Tristan here, back with another video. And if you've been looking for an affordable overhead camera rig that you can mount your DSLR onto, this video is for you. So up until now, anytime I've ever filmed an unboxing video or any video that required a top-down shot, this is the clunky setup I used to use. Check this out. So what I would do, I would take one of my light stands, right? And I would mount my boom arm to it. And I strictly only use these for photo shoots. But when it comes to overhead videos, I would attach the 1/4-inch screw right here directly into the camera. And of course, I would have the camera pointed down. And the funny thing is, I had to put it directly behind me in order to get the top-down shot framed how I wanted to. So you might have seen it in just about all of my unboxing videos. Clearly it wasn't the best, but it did get the job done at the end of the day. But on the same token, I needed something more practical and less clunky. So of course I took to Amazon and searched for an overhead camera rig that can hold a Canon R6. And I found this one right here for 80 bucks. Enter this top-down camera rig by a brand by the name of Varnwaneo. Now it's pretty solid, and for the price, it definitely gets the job done. It's also really easy to assemble. So real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and break this down and show you all step by step how to assemble it. All right, needed a wider shot, but here are all the components of this overhead camera rig that it came with. And I'm gonna show you guys all the pieces before I assemble it. So first, here are these two poles that screw into each other. This is essentially what's going to allow you to rise and lower your camera. Up next is what I'm gonna call a pivot arm. This is what goes on top of the pole. You'll be able to raise it and lower it with this tube here. And you can also extend it, so you'll be able to extend your camera over the table. Next are the pieces for the clamp. I'm not sure why this didn't just come assembled, but you'll just put this together. The pole is gonna go on top of here, and essentially you're just going to turn this until it clamps onto your table. Then we have this ball head and the quick release plate. The ball head is gonna screw into the quick release plate, and of course, the quick release plate mounts into the bottom of your camera with this plate here. Then you have these 3 screws here. These are what you're going to use to screw the pole into the top of the clamp that goes onto your table. You also have these 2 hex screws, which you're going to use to put your clamp together. Last but not least, you're going to be using these Allen keys that came with the overhead rig. All right, the first thing I want to do is screw the poles into each other. You can see this is how they screw in. It's really easy. Just connect it like that. Twist it until you can't twist no more. Just like that. So on this end of the pole, there's 3 screw holes. These 3 screw holes are going to screw in this piece right here. Not under here, but on top. So we're gonna take these 3 screws and screw the pole onto the top of the clamp. So again, these 3 holes right here are going to align with these 3 holes on the outside end of this plate. Not on this side, but on this side. All right, it should look something like this. Again, this mounts onto the top of this clamp because eventually you're going to be clamping it down. It's going to sit just like this on your table. Now we're going to use these 2 screws to assemble the clamp. This thing didn't come with instructions, so I'm not sure what size these hex screws are, but again, they come with it. If you need extras, just take it to like Lowe's or something and just match it. Now, keep in mind, this is the bottom of the clamp. This is the top of the clamp. Now, what you want to do is you want to place the bottom of the clamp on the inside portion of the top of the clamp, then align the holes. And you see the holes in the middle, you're going to want to put a screw on the top middle hole and the bottom middle hole. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, almost there. I'm using the thickest hex key, and there we go. It's tight. Make sure the top one is tight too. And now you have your clamp. Boom, just like that. The next step is fairly easy. All you're gonna do is find the spot on your table or desk to mount the overhead camera rig. You're going to fit it there. You're gonna take the bottom knob and screw it all the way in as tight as it can go, and you should be set. Okay, couple more steps, I promise, but the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna place this pivot arm, look, it extends. We're gonna take this pivot arm and place it on the top of this pole. You wanna make sure that this screw is loose right here, so it'll slide down easily. So we're gonna go ahead and place it on top and slide it down. I'm gonna slide it down right here, and I'm gonna take this Allen key and tighten this screw just so it'll stay. I just dropped it. All right, give it one more turn. Should be tight. Should be tight enough. I think that's good. Okay, second to last step. Here I have my ball head and here I have my quick release plate mount. I'm gonna screw the ball head onto the bottom of this like such. And then this right here, right? This screw, we're gonna put the ball head right here, and then there's a hole in the bottom where you can stick it through, and then you screw in to the ball head just like that. We have the quick release plate on the bottom of the camera, so all we're gonna do is put it on the mount like so. Locks in. Then we're gonna loosen up the ball head and check this out. Boom. We have our top-down shot. And there you have it, your overhead camera rig or your top-down camera rig is fully assembled, and honestly, I don't think it can get any easier than that. One thing I do like about this camera rig is the fact that this arm has essentially 3 pivot points, so you can move your camera around however you want when it comes to framing your shot. Another thing that I like about this overhead camera rig is that it's heavy duty. It can handle my Canon R6 with my 24 to 70mm lens. I would go as far as to saying that it can probably handle a heavier camera like the 5D Mark IV or the Canon C70. I have that much confidence in it. Something that definitely helps when it comes to getting these top-down shots is not only having an external monitor, but wireless transmitters. In my case, I have the wireless Mars 400S Pros. Because your camera is so high, it's pretty hard to see the screen, even if it's a pop-out screen while you're filming. So this gives you a way to frame your shot a lot easier while still being able to see what's going on in the frame without an obstructed view. All right, that does it for this video. If you've been in the market for an affordable overhead camera rig, I cannot recommend this one enough. Below in the description is a link to it. It is an Amazon affiliate link, so if you click that, you'll definitely be helping me out. Thank you in advance. Before we go, if you like this video, please harass the like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and do that too. Hit the bell notification, you know, all the YouTuber things. My name is Tristan Irvin, and I'll see you guys next Monday. I'm out of here. Peace.